Hello you guys, my name is Courtney J and welcome back to my YouTube channel. In this video, I am bringing back a much needed Cedtalk. Oh my god. And I'm walking Peppa, by the way. So yeah, I'm with Peppa. Peppa just came back from the groomers. So if I'm like getting pulled or yanked, it's because I'm walking her and talking to you guys at the same time. So for all my Cedtalk lovers out there, this video is specifically for you and also for anybody that resonates with the message that I'm about to share. This is a very much calming, peaceful walk and talk. So whatever you're doing right now, whether you're at work, school, walking your dog, or just walking to walk, or just being outside, whatever it is, this is the perfect time for you to even get a cup of tea. Just relax. Let's go ahead and get into the video. The theme for today is healing from parental wounds. I felt compelled to make this video because I'm in a new state of being to where I think that I'm at a point now where I'm 100% unconditionally loving my parents, which also aids me in unconditionally loving everything else around me and everybody else around me. When it comes to my journey, my self-love journey to be specific, and dating, recently I had these emotions and these thoughts, and I'm like, why do I feel this way when this happens? Why don't I know what to do in regards to dating? Why don't I know what to do? Was that a bird? Why don't I know what to do when I'm attracted to someone? I just had a whole bunch of questions, and I really just sat on those questions. Because if you think about it, if you lived in a single parent household like I did, or a two-parent, whatever, but still nobody like taught you or told you how to date or how to carry your own energy in the midst of you liking somebody else. So basically everything that you learn in your self-love journey, you didn't learn by your parents or parent. So all the things that I've learned on my journey, I started to question, why didn't I learn these things growing up? Because things would be totally different if I was taught what I know now when I was younger. However, at the same time, I'm very appreciative for how my life has been, because it's a part of my purpose to share my journey. So if I didn't go through those things, I wouldn't have those things to share, which I'm meant to share these things for a reason. That's why we're here. I took it upon myself to reach out to my parents. I say I have three parents. I have my dad, my father figure, and then I have my mom. They were the three main people in my lives that had a huge impact on me, because they were the only adults that I had around me that I lived with, etc. So I sent them all similar messages, basically telling them how they impacted me in my life, in my dating life, in my self-love journey, like everything. And then also bringing into awareness to my parents that I completely understand now why you guys weren't able to teach me the things that I would have wanted to learn, because nobody taught you those things, or they just, something within them just couldn't teach me the things that I should have learned. And it's not my parents' fault either, you know. And by me saying that, it's like we all carry energy, and until you realize that, you're going to continue to maneuver in life with other people's energy. Like I told my mom and my dad, I'm like, how we are as children has an impact on us as we get into adulthood, because whatever a child is exposed to or not exposed to, that's what they go off of in life. Yes, hold your own self accountable for your own actions, your thoughts, and your feelings 100%. Also be aware of where those thoughts, actions, feelings, and stuff root from, so that you can be aware of it and work on those things to retrain your mind to thinking something different. Of course, you know, my mom and dad and my father figure, of course, we're like, you know, you got to take control of your own life. You can't keep blaming, you know, your parents for how you are, etc., etc. So the reason why I mention that is because if you do decide to communicate with whoever impacted you, be aware that they might say that. Also understand that it's a balance. No, I'm not 100% blaming you for why I am the way that I am, or why I experienced XYZ once I started to make my own decisions. However, I'm bringing it to awareness of the impact that you had on me, though, you know, just to make that point clear. And I felt so free talking to my parents and letting them know that, because I just got tired of just being confused. And for me personally, when I go through something so many times, or my emotions get so built up over time, eventually I'm gonna have a mental breakdown, or I'm gonna have to speak on how I feel. And I'm not afraid anymore to speak on how I feel. I'm not afraid to ask questions. I'm not afraid to share my concerns. I'm not afraid to do anything. Communication is very, 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 very important. And I haven't spoken to my mom in 2 years. And if you guys have been watching me, especially my video that I posted last year when I first moved into my first apartment in Charlotte, I'm going to keep all those videos up, because I want you guys to see how my mentality was then versus now towards how I feel about my parents, my life, everything. I don't remember at all what I even said in that video or other videos, to be honest, and I'm not going to rewatch them because this is a raw channel. This is life. So I want you guys to just see how 1 year you may think or perceive something a certain way, and the next year you'll just perceive it 100% differently. So the way that I felt about my mom and my dad or whoever else, all those projections have been flipped recently in this past year, because I understand for my higher self, it's like I don't have to maneuver in energy that was projected onto me, because it's a cycle. I told my mom, I'm like, you took on energy that wasn't yours, your mom took on energy that wasn't hers, and so on and so forth. It's all a cycle, and I'm the one in the family that just has to break it. You know, like being the one to break generational traumas is a lot for us, but I'm so proud of us for doing the work. I just felt free just communicating with my parents how that makes me feel. And then I also am so appreciative that my mom and my father figure were able to respond to me in the way that I desire to be reaffirmed of things. You know, it's really important to understand love languages as well, now that I think about it, you know. And I think for my mom especially, she has to understand my love languages, and I am understanding her love languages. So when she responded to me with nurturing words and affirmations that I've always wanted to be told. I feel more comfortable now asking her for advice because she's in a healthier place in her life as well. My father figure was, you know, understanding of some points I was making as well. And I'm learning how to just be appreciative for what the adult figures in my life can share. Our parents' generation, like if your parents in their 40s or 50s or whatever, it's like our parents' generation, they grew up in a very interesting time. I don't understand how they grew up with really, really great music, but a lot of our parents, if we're just being completely honest, they didn't set up foundations for a lot of us. Some did, of course, but we have to acknowledge the ones that didn't set up a healthy foundation for their children, not teaching anyone how to be wives or husbands and how to love yourself properly. And it's all because no one taught our parents. So just being free of that, I'm in a new state now of my self-love journey to where my inner child is 100% healed even more and comfortable even more, and I just feel so much more nurtured and protected to just hear what I've always wanted my parents to tell me several years later, but it happened, and I just feel free. So I pray that this video resonates with whoever it's supposed to resonate with, and whatever blockage that you have in your journey. I think if you communicate to someone that has had an impact on you, it doesn't even have to be every single person. Like, some people, it can be really, really, really difficult to talk to them, and this is a journey that you just have to take and do what makes you feel comfortable. Like I said, I haven't talked to my mom in 2 years, and this was the way for me to open back that communication. And because her response resonated with me more, now I can keep that line of communication open, love my mom unconditionally, and my dad, and my father figure, everybody, and just appreciate what they are able to share to me, and just focus on that. And I just love that even with my mom, my maternal wounds are like healing as well. It just feels really nice to just have this new foundation. So I just want to share that with you guys. If there's something that is confusing you or triggering you so much, you're not understanding why you're reacting in a certain way, really sit on that, reflect on the root of that, and if it'll help you, communicate with the person that you grew up with that impacted your thought process and your feelings, how you think about yourself, other people, anything, any thoughts or beliefs that have been projected onto you. Reach out to the person that projected it onto you if you're able, and just expect their response to be from their own level of awareness, and continue to just protect your peace and just communicate to release that energy. It's okay if they don't understand you completely. My dad didn't understand what I was saying completely, so I just didn't respond. No response is a response. Always do what's comfortable. Just continue to release yourself of stagnant energy so that you can continue to flourish in your life, because like I told my mom, you do not have to continue to live under anyone else's energy. You can free yourself. It's never too late. I pray that you guys enjoyed this walk and talk, Cedtalk. It's been amazing. Peppa had a little bow on her, but she flung it off. And for the ones that stayed the entire video in the midst of me heavy breathing, walking up these hills and stuff, you're a real one. So make sure that you guys like, comment, and subscribe for more videos from me, your favorite YouTuber. Make sure you check out my recent vlogs as well, and share this video to whoever this resonates with. Okay? Until next time, bye.